Hello everyone, welcome to my new video, and today I'm going to be talking about my list of top 10 actors. It becomes very difficult to choose between a favorite actor or actresses or a favorite movie, and even more so when you have to rank them in order. An actor or actress is brilliant in one movie and someone else in a different movie which has a very different plot and different setup and has very different expectation from its actor or actresses. Same is the case for movies where one might like a thriller, a war movie, or a mind-boggling neo-noir psychological thriller at the same time, and it becomes very difficult to choose favorites between them. Still, one tries to choose according to his naive outlook and prepare a list. This is another try of the same. Let me know how much you agree with my list. Number 10. Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington is one such actor who owns the screen like nobody else. He can even make slow movie quite interesting with his acting and dusky voice. He has been shifting sides between the good guy and the bad guy image throughout his career, never sticking to stereotypes. He has made us love even the bad guys he has played on screen. Be it Alonzo Harris in Training Day, for which he won an Academy Award for Best Actor.
You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
The real-life gangster Frank Lucas in American Gangster.
My money. Red Top gave you the package. You're supposed to hand me my money. Here's a jar right here, 20%.
Oh, you got the jar?
That's right.
Get the fuck out of here, Frank. Oh, what you gonna do? What the fuck you gonna do, Frank? Huh? What you doing? You gonna shoot me in front of everybody? Huh? Come on.
Having been nominated by the Academy 8 times for different categories and winning it twice, it proves the medal of an actor he is. Breaking the stereotypes, he has played many different kind of roles, such as the aura of Washington in all his movies, that even the characters you want to hate, you actually start liking them. Number 9. Johnny Depp. Although Johnny Depp is mostly recognized as funny, drunk, yet smart pirate captain Jack Sparrow, but he has had a very diverse career, having played characters which only a few could have ventured into, like Edward Scissorhands in Edward Scissorhands, Willy Wonka in the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Mad Hatter in Alice in the Wonderland, the Demon Barber Sweeney Todd in Sweeney Todd, which won him an Academy Award nomination, and last but not the least, Tonto in The Lone Ranger. Depp has also played many serious roles like that of Joseph Di Pistone in Donnie Brasco, one of my favorite movies, opposite the great Al Pacino, and was greatly praised for his role.
Why don't you give it to your wife?
My wife? How am I gonna give it to my wife? I ain't married.
You got a girlfriend?
Yeah, I got a girlfriend, yeah.
So marry her.
Whether it be notorious American gangster John Dillinger in Public Enemies or the cocaine smuggler George Jung of Blow, who worked with the cartel along with none other than Pablo Escobar himself. Somehow you fall in love with even the negative characters played by Johnny Depp. He is surely one of the greatest actors of our time, having been nominated thrice by the Academy for Pirates of the Caribbean, The Cruise of the Black Pearl in 2003, Finding Neverland in 2004, and Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street in 2008. Depp has also been nominated several times for Golden Globes and winning it once for Sweeney Todd. Number 8. Tom Hanks. Starting his career from low-budget comedy movies like Splash and Bachelor's Party in 1984, and a few flops later, Hanks tasted his first big success as an actor in fantasy comedy Big in 1988, for which he got his first Academy Awards nomination. Another series of underperforming movies, and 5 years later, he came back with Thunder and the movie Philadelphia, in which he plays a gay lawyer with AIDS who sues his firm for discrimination. He got his first Academy Award for Best Actor for this role. Hanks followed Philadelphia with Forrest Gump, which is one of the top-rated movies of all time, and won him another Academy Award for his role of a man with low IQ who witnesses and unwittingly influences several defining historical events in the 20th century United States.
The chocolate? I could eat about 1.5 million of these. My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Then came Saving Private Ryan in 1998, which is considered one of the best war movies ever made. And the character played by Hanks is somewhat like himself in real life, who is determined, focused on his task, and understands the situation like no one else. Whatever role he has played on screen, Hanks makes it his own and gets into the skin of the character so well and makes it look so natural with passionate yet calm attitude. Some more of his epic movies are The Green Mile and Castaway, in which he plays Chuck Nolan, a FedEx executive who is stranded on an island after a plane crash and has to live almost naked and eat raw food. This won him another nomination for Academy Awards for Best Actor. Then there is Catch Me If You Can and Terminal, The Da Vinci Code, and many more. Throughout his career, Tom Hanks has kept an eye for strong and subtly impressive characters, and it reflects completely through the roles he has played. Number 7. Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio is one such actor who, despite of having such a diverse career and always expanding his limits for his roles and having nominated 5 times by the Academy, has received it only once for his stellar work in The Revenant. Leo has delivered incredible performances opposite many great actors, like in The Gangs of New York opposite Daniel Day-Lewis, in Catch Me If You Can opposite Tom Hanks, and in The Departed opposite Jack Nicholson.
Are you still a cop? No! Swear on your mother's grave, you're still not a cop? I'm not a fucking cop!
He has tasted all kinds of characters, ranging from the sacrificing heartthrob Jack Dawson in Titanic to the hedonistic Calvin Candy in Django Unchained. DiCaprio continued to defy conventions about the types of roles he would accept. Who can forget the unrelenting father filled with vengeance for the murder of his son in front of his own eyes in The Revenant, or the vengeance-seeking son Amsterdam Valen in The Gangs of New York, or the hedonistic and filled with profanity character Jordan Belfort of The Wolf of Wall Street, or drug-abusive teenager Jim Carroll in The Basketball Diaries, his role of a diamond smuggler from Rhodesia in Blood Diamond, in which he perfected the difficult African accent, was especially praised and won him an Oscar nomination.
This no fine, huh? This no fine.
This no more you get. Pumuy.
You know, boys then can use one old rotten AK them against them government troop and then new weapons them, huh?
Maybe I could just kill you and take away what you bring back.
And you get one more dead body instead of aeroplane way full with grenade launchers. Something I go to then government, huh? Then government at least then go pay me, huh?
In the same year, 2006, one of his collaborations with great director Martin Scorsese for the role of Billy Costigan in The Departed is also unforgettable. The characters played by Leo in many of his movies is always having deep psychological problems and is always in trouble, like in Martin Scorsese's neo-noir psychological thriller Shutter Island or Christopher Nolan's science fiction Inception. He is one of the most loved actors of our generation, and every time he has missed an Oscar or has not been nominated for his incredible performances, people start questioning the way in which the Academy works, and the hashtag Poor Leo starts trending all over the internet. Number 6. Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin is not just an actor, he is a world icon and phenomena. Charlie Chaplin is a word in cinema describing a genre. His impersonification of the tramp character, which he so often played on screen, has been imprinted on everyone's mind around the world. The character is recognized everywhere in the world, even where his films have not been watched. He is the real rags to riches story, lived a very interesting life both on screen and off screen. He gave great hits of all time in cinema like The Gold Rush, City Lights, Modern Times, and The Great Dictator. He's not only influenced generations of filmmakers and actors through his films, but also affected politics and social structure. His films show the little tramp's positive outlook on life in a world full of chaos, that the human spirit has and always will remain the same. He has been through a lot of controversies, sometimes due to his personal life, like once his 22-year-old girlfriend Joanne Barry filed a paternity suit against him, and sometimes due to his political views for which he was denied entry into the United States, and later he had to settle in Switzerland. In 1952, Chaplin received the Legion of Honor from the French government for his contribution to cinema. In 1972, Academy finally honored him for his incalculable effects in making motion pictures the art form of the century. Can you imagine that? No other actor has influenced the world so much through his movies as much as Charlie Chaplin.
Vanished, free speech was suppressed, and only the voice of Hinkle was heard.
Hey, das Strafnichtshilfensekt! Der Wiener Schnitzel mit der Lage werden und das Sauerkraut! Hey, der Filuten sagt der Filleppen! Und Rumänia wie sein Straf! Und der Blitzen sagt der Klutz! Hey, ich bleib noch straff mit der...
Number 5. Dustin Hoffman. 1960s was the time when actors used to be tall and handsome and have chiseled features with the Macho Man personality, and Dustin Hoffman had none of these. Even his Aunt Pearl once warned him, "You cannot be an actor, you are not good looking enough." But with his second release only, The Graduate in 1967, he became a star and won an Academy Award nomination. Time magazine called Hoffman a symbol of youth, who represented a new breed of actors.
Now you start opening up your personal life to me and tell me your husband won't be home for hours.
So?
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me.
But Hoffman was not happy with his role in The Graduate, as he wanted to do more character roles, and he proved that in the very next movie by his performance of a crippled street hustler in Midnight Cowboy in 1969, and he received another Academy nomination as lead actor.
I'm walking here! I'm walking here! Up yours, you son of...
So this very ordinary looking man defined a different genre of actors by many other performances, like in All the President's Men 1976 and Kramer vs. Kramer in 1979, for which he won his first Academy Award in the lead role category. His versatile career is full of challenging roles, like in Tootsie 1982, where he played a woman and was nominated for the 5th time by the Academy. Rain Man 1988, where Hoffman starred as an autistic savant and won his 2nd Academy Award in the lead role category. Number 4. Daniel Day-Lewis. He's one such actor who could be placed even at the top of this list with no less than the top 3 in his team. But he is placed here just because he is very selective and has done only a few films, taking breaks as long as 5 years between his films, and after just 21 films, retired from his acting career. He has such a dedication towards his art that he often remains completely in character for the entire duration of the shoot, even to the point of adversely affecting his health, as it happened during the shoot of Gangs of New York in 2002, where he caught pneumonia.
This is fresh meat. What I mean, we need to tenderize this meat a little bit. All right, let's kiss goodnight to that pretty young face of yours.
He's the only actor to have won 3 Academy Awards in the lead role category for his performances in My Left Foot in 1989, where he played the character of Christy Brown, a writer and painter who was born with cerebral palsy and could only control his left foot. His 2nd Oscar came for There Will Be Blood in 2007, where he plays the character of Daniel Plainview, who is a ruthless oil prospector who goes on a relentless pursuit to become the most powerful oil tycoon.
Just take this lease, Daniel.
Drainage, Eli, you boy. Drain dry. I'm so sorry.
And the 3rd one for Lincoln in 2012. He has also received nominations in the same category for In the Name of the Father and The Gangs of New York 2002. He has also won 4 BAFTA Awards and 2 Golden Globe Awards. Number 3. Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson could very well be remembered for his portrayals of psychopathic and neurotic characters like Jack Torrance in The Shining and Frank Costello in The Departed, and anti-heroes like the Joker in Tim Burton's Batman and Colonel Nathan R. Jessup in A Few Good Men.
By the hair on your chinny chin chin. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in.
Point I'm making here is, Bill, I got this rat, this gnawing, key-eating fucking rat, and it brings up questions, you know.
But that's not all. His versatility could be checked by the fact that he has received an Academy Award for the romantic comedy in As Good As It Gets in 1997 and the comedy drama Terms of Endearment in 1993, along with his role in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest 1975. Also, Nicholson's 12 Academy Awards nomination make him the most nominated male actor in the history of Academy. Nicholson is one of the 3 actors to receive 3 Academy Awards, along with Daniel Day-Lewis and Walter Brennan. He's also one of the 2 actors to receive Academy Awards nomination in every decade from 1960s to 2000s, along with Michael Caine. He has also won 6 Golden Globe Awards and 1 Lifetime Achievement Award by American Film Institute.
Proceed.
Number 2. Robert De Niro. He's another gifted actor who has kept expectations high since his early days in Hollywood. His collaboration with director Martin Scorsese has been especially fruitful and produced movies like Mean Streets, Taxi Driver, in which he gave us an unforgettable punk look, and Raging Bull, to mention a few. De Niro has played diverse roles and has gone to the extremes, like in Raging Bull by gaining over 60 pounds. He has given us unforgettable characters like Travis Bickle in The Taxi Driver, who introduced us by his contrasting turnaround from being a gentle, lonely soul with a strangely beatific smile to a neurotic, psychopathic, and violent behavior in the later half of the movie.
Talking to me? You talking to me? You talking to me? Then who the hell else are you talking? Talking to me?
De Niro's keen observance of the tiny details and nuances of a character has produced such fine on-screen results, be it Jake LaMotta in The Raging Bull, or number 2, the young Vito Corleone, who is trying to establish his family's criminal identity in The Godfather Part 2. He has received several awards and recognitions, including Academy Award for Best Actor for The Raging Bull in 1981, and in Supporting Actor category for The Godfather Part 2, 1975. He has also been nominated for several BAFTA awards and even won a Golden Globe for The Raging Bull. He has also received Lifetime Achievement Award from the American Film Institute. And before we move on to the top of our list, here are some honorable mentions. Irfan Khan, who passed away recently at an early age of 54, gave memorable performances both in Bollywood and Hollywood with movies like Pan Singh Tomar, The Lunchbox, Slumdog Millionaire, and Life of a Pi. I would surely want to make a video on him one day.
आप डकैत कैसे बने?
बिहार में बागी होते हैं, डकैत मिलते हैं पार्लियामेंट में.
Christian Bale, who has given power-packed performances in the Batman series, American Psycho, and The Prestige, and more recently in Ford vs. Ferrari.
He's just hip to be square. A song's so catchy, most people probably don't listen to the lyrics. But they should, because it's not just about the pleasures of conformity and the importance of trends. It's also a personal statement about the band itself. Hey, Paul!
Matthew McConaughey, another gem of an actor who has delivered memorable characters in movies like The Dallas Buyers Club, The Wolf of Wall Street, and Interstellar.
So here's the game plan. You're gonna bring us 2 absolute martinis. You know how I like them, straight up. And then precisely 7½ minutes after that, you're gonna bring us 2 more. Then 2 more after that every 5 minutes until one of us passes the fuck out.
Moving to the top of our list is at number 1, Al Pacino. He's also my favorite actor, but that's not the only reason he's at the top of my list. Al Pacino has had a very diverse career, from playing a mafia don, Michael Corleone, in the Godfather trilogy, to a blind army ranger, Lieutenant Colonel Frank Slade, in Scent of a Woman.
What life? I got no life! I'm in the dark here! You understand? I'm in the dark!
To a Cuban refugee who becomes a drug lord, the iconic Tony Montana in Scarface.
Say hello to my little friend!
To an aging foot soldier, Benjamin Ruggiero, aka Lefty, who tries to rise the rank in the mafia family in Donnie Brasco.
If you're a rat, then I'm the biggest fucking mutt in the history of the mafia.
He has always set benchmarks in acting and has redefined method acting. He has given many power-packed performances for which he got the characters printed in everyone's memory. From playing larger-than-life characters like Tony Montana in Scarface to characters like Lefty, who was a mere pawn, with the same subtlety, making all of it unforgettable. The most remarkable thing about this great actor is his dialogue delivery, which has left its impression on people across generations.
Out of order. I show you out of order. You don't know what out of order is, Mr. Trask. I'd show you, but I'm too old. I'm too tired. I'm too fucking blind. If I were the man I was 5 years ago, I'd take a flamethrower to this place.
He has received an Academy Award from 8 nominations, 2 Tony Awards, 2 Primetime Emmy Awards, completing the triple crown of acting, a BAFTA and a Lifetime Achievement Award from American Film Institute. That's all for today. Hit the like button and press the bell icon. I hope you like my list. Let me know in the comment section below.